Hello, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Friday evening here in the UK, Friday afternoon on the East Coast, Friday morning across on the West Coast, and that means it's time for one thing, of course, Colour Me Happy, our weekly destination colouring show. We're going to spend the next couple of hours on really awesome, mindful crafting. It's all about watercolour as well, this particular Colour Me Happy. So it's a really, really awesome one. Lots of amazing products for you as well, whether you're a beginner or you're more advanced, you want something maybe to revitalise your stash and get you a bit more inspired. We have got it all coming up for you in the next couple of hours. And I'm going to be joined by, no, not one, but two incredible guests. Jan is standing by. You'll be seeing her a little later. She just sat down doing a bit of colouring, actually. She's having a lovely time. But also, predominantly, the lovely Michelle is back with me. How are you, Michelle?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you excited for your first Colour Me Happy?
I'm very excited and very nervous.
Right, okay. Is there anything I can help with the nerves?
Can you make Jan leave?
Jan, get out. Poor Jan over there. She's like, oh. I love that Jan has now moved from the sofa to the chair so she's not facing Michelle. Oh, bless. She's there. She's all right. She's got you back. We've got some great products, haven't we, coming up in this show, Michelle?
We have. So we've got Sassy and Classy, our new
Nice.
stamps. Just a couple of samples for you. I love this stamp.
So much sass.
Yes, very, very, very much sass. And again,
Love that.
I love that card.
I love
It's
the
just
pattern
wonderful.
papers in the background. Gorgeous.
Yeah, and then we have got some Lee Holland stamps
Nice.
coming up.
Very bold.
And then we've got that one.
That's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, and then we've got the floral word stamps coming up.
The deal of the show, these.
Lovely shaker card there. And then this one, just look at that.
Wow, what's that stamped onto?
It looks like acetate.
It does, doesn't it?
Don't ask me how ask Jan how that one was made, not me.
Sorry? Ask Jan.
Yeah, ask Jan that one.
Jan's
It
in a
is
colouring
wonderful.
coma. She's not even listening to either of us, so she's fine. She does hear her name though, and this eyebrow raises and this ear moves around if you say her name. She's there. You'll be seeing Jan a little later. Loads of great deals coming up for you in the show. If you want to get in touch with me, you can do so in all the normal ways. Crafters TV if you're on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you are over there. Yes, there's going to be lots of amazing inspiration for you in the show, but we have got some fantastic deals for you as well. I think this deal is the deal of the show. If you don't own these, you are definitely going to want to get your hands on them. It is, of course, the floral words that we are talking about. Individually, they should be £5 or $7. You can get all 8 of them for £11 or $16, $8.80 or $12.80 as a platinum member. What's great about these is they are big, they are bold, they are beautiful. It means that stamp these out. I mean, that's pretty much at front of your card, good and ready to go. Brilliant for things like home decor and box frames as well. And also you've got the floral imagery running through there too. Let me whiz you through the different ones you're going to get. So you're going to get friend, thanks. They all have a different floral theme around them, you'll see as well. Hello, sister, sorry, enjoy, congrats, and also mum in there as well. All 8 of them. They're available individually. Why would you get them individually when it is such a hot deal to get all 8 of them together? We featured them in the Wake Up Call earlier. They were very busy and have continued to be all day, and I can really understand why that is. Now, something that's going to be featured throughout this Colour Me Happy is our amazing Tri-Colour Aqua markers. Now, essentially, same delivery system as our Tri-Blend markers. They've got a really lovely brush nib on here, but rather than having three shades of the same colour in here, you've actually got 3 different colours, but the 3 different colours are all designed to blend together. Let me show you what that means and how that looks. So, each pack is one of these boards here. So you can see this represents the 3 different pens and then the 3 colours with each of the pen. They've all been designed so how many times you've been watercolouring, you think, oh, that colour and that colour look beautiful together. You mix it together, it's brown. So you try another colour combo, it's also brown. Doesn't happen with these because what you get is this gorgeous seamless ombre of colour. They're all complementary colours as well that will work together for you too. So you're going to receive the Great Outdoors, the Colour Basics, Essential Neutrals, and also the Floral Meadow in there. What you'll also get as well is the watercolour cardstock, which is the perfect medium for you to be colouring on with these. And you've got a great discount as well, as you can see just there. £32 or $49. That is 25% off, which is awesome. If you're newer to watercolouring, you want more of a beginner's collection, there is one available to you over on the website. Pop over there and have a look at it. I'll give you the details more as we go through the show. Something that launched earlier this week, and you guys loved it as much as we did, which I think is fantastic, is Sassy and Classy, which is this amazing stamp collection. Right, for full disclosure, right, before the show, I showed Michelle and Jan, the fat and sassy woman from YouTube. I don't know where she's from, but she gives me life, and every time it gets cold, she's like, I'm gonna be at home making bread and desserts and getting all fat and sassy. So that's what these remind us of. So we've been doing it to each other all day, and now I can't stop, and I am in a funny mood, yes. Right, what you're going to get are the 4 different stamp collections in here. The great thing about these is they give you some imagery, which is wonderful to be coloured. What you also then get as well are some embellishing elements, and you get sentiments in here as well. So with this particular one, you've got your focal imagery, your 2 embellishments, and then dressed to impress, short and sassy, cute and classy, and also the world is your catwalk. This one here, that was dressed to impress. This one here is Hello Gorgeous. Oh, a nice little lay down with a book. You're also going to get Too Glam to Give a Damn in there. Wake Up and Make Up, Hello Gorgeous are your sentiments here. This one is your True Friends, as you can see there. Cute little girl there with a cat. You've got the phone in that one, the little swag for the curtains, an extra cat. True Friends are never apart, maybe in distance, never in heart. And then this one here is your Partners in Crime. We'll always be friends, you match my level of crazy. Just for you, Partners in Crime, and then those embellishing elements as well, which is fantastic. Loads of you saying hello, loads of you tuning in from all over. Sarah's Creations in Ohio, Sarah. Lynn is here as well. I can see Loretta is in Arizona. Terry's in Kansas City. We've got to do a birthday shout out. It's Sharon Alvis's birthday. You can get a shout out, Sharon. There you are. Do you know what? Do you want an even better news, Sharon? You've got a birthday twin here at Crafters TV. Oh yeah, John is also celebrating his birthday today. We had a triple birthday celebration. One for John, one for me, and one for Georgina. John's is today, mine's Sunday, and Georgina's is on Wednesday. It is on Wednesday. There you go. There's a lot of babies being born this time of the year, I think. Any questions you've got about anything in the show, get them into me as well, and I'll get the lovely Michelle to field those questions. We're going to start, though, I believe, Michelle, with the Sassy and Classy stamps, which are adorable, aren't they?
These are so lovely, and they remind me of you, actually, Sassy and Classy. They really do. So I'm going to use the True Friends one. And these are just adorable. They come with lots of little extra bits and bobs and a few different sentiments, which are all just adorable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this onto some watercolour card, because I'm going to use my Tricolour Aquas. Did I get it right that time?
You did. Do you know how I remember it?
Go on.
I remember it by I'm trying to colour, tricolour, and that's a good way to go. Because you want to call them, I want to call them tri-blend.
Yeah, that's what I keep going to say.
Which they're not. Tricolour. There we go. I mean, I still get it wrong most times, but.
So I'm going to use my waterproof ink pad for this one. And give it a good stamping.
Now you're using the stamping platform here, Michelle. Is that your chosen go-to when you're at home?
It is. I use this for everything. I even use it if I'm doing the little ones round edges. I like to stamp extra. I normally go in for a double stamp. You don't always need to, but I like to. It just makes it a bit more intense. And you can guarantee that with this, you're never going to get the shadow in. It's going to be spot on every time. You will find with the watercolour card, though, when you're stamping onto that, you might need to give it a couple of goes, because it's textured.
Right.
So it's not like stamping straight onto the smooth.
Do you tend to prime your stamps? I know it's something that some people like to do. It's something we hear talked about quite a bit.
It depends. If I get it out and it doesn't stamp brilliantly, then
Yeah.
I'll prime it. But if it stamps perfect, then I don't bother.
What would you do to prime yours?
I just give it a wash.
Okay.
I will give it a wash and then I let it dry. And then what I normally do is I will ink it up with our clay.
The sticky one?
Yes, the sticky one.
That's not a technical name, but that's how I know it.
Yes, the sticky one. I'll give it, I'll ink it up with that and then give it a stamp in, and then I'll just go in with my inks, and normally that does it for me.
Excellent.
Right, so that's all.
So much texture already, just the black stamped image on that.
Sorry?
So much texture already in that stamp, just on the image alone.
Yes.
Because I'd imagine some stamps are a lot easier to colour than others.
They are, and I think, yeah, the watercolour card gives it that extra texture, which is nice. So what I am going to do first is I'm going to bring some water in. I'm going to use, so my tricolour. I'm going to use the rose red, yeah, I'm trying to read upside down, daffodil and the azure blue. And what I'm going to do to start with, before I colour that in, is I'm going to lay down some colour just in the corner. You don't have to be too perfect with it. So I use the red one for that. And then I'm going to get one of my Spectrum Noir spritzer bottles.
Awesome.
Let's move that out of the way. And then I'm just going to spray the colour in the corner.
Ooh.
And I'm going to just
I like
tip
that.
it so it runs just as much as you want, till it runs as much as you want. And then I'm going to just bring not my silent heat tool in.
No.
This is a normal person heat tool. Jan's is like magical, isn't it? Just give it a dry.
It doesn't work really, it's not plugged in. Today's also Wilma Frank's birthday as well. What is with all the birthdays today? Happy birthday, Wilma. And a very special happy birthday to you, John, from Rhonda, who is the founding member of the John fan club. Do you want to come and wish happy birthday to our birthdays today, John? It's John's. Come on, John, in you come. He's coming in. He's doing a bit of painting out the back today. It's John's birthday. He had cake. He didn't share. Come on, in you come. Stop whinging. It's Sharon's birthday.
Happy birthday, Sharon.
It's also Wilma's birthday as well.
Happy birthday, Wilma.
There you are. And Rhonda wishes you a happy birthday.
Thank you, Rhonda.
There you are. You can go now. Thanks. Sorry about that,
No,
Michelle.
that's
Sorry
quite all
about
right. That's quite all right. Right, so what I've done is, so I used my, just for quickness, because I'm on air, I just dabbed it a little bit with that. But normally I would just use the heat tool to just
Can
dry
you just
it.
leave it to like air dry if you want
You
to
can,
as well?
yeah, you can. But I'm very impatient. I like to just get on with it.
I bet just backgrounds done like this look fabulous as well.
Yes, yeah. So just until you're happy with it, and then I'll just give it another little dry.
Lots of birthday wishes coming in for everyone. Hannah Hicks, Diana, Anne, wishing very happy birthdays to John and the rest of the birthday crew. OMG, I just watched that sassy woman on YouTube. She is fabulous, says Caroline French. You're not meant to watch it during the show, Caroline. You're meant to wait till afterwards. But yes, very, very funny. I love those stamps. My son reckons I get very sassy, says Caroline French. I think we all get a bit sassy from time to time, don't we?
I think we do, and I think we should. I think we should all definitely be a little bit sassy.
What makes you sassy? That's what you can let me know in the compliments. Compliments? Oh, I told you it was going to be one of those shows, didn't I? The compliments. If you could just leave me a compliment in the compliment section. Sorry, Michelle. No. In the comment section. Save me, Michelle. Save me.
I don't think it's possible. No disrespect. Right. It's not possible, but we don't want to. So I've laid some of the blue down, and I'm just going to pick it up with a wet brush, and I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to...
When you're doing something
watercolour
like this, how do you sort of choose where you're going to start colouring from? Like looking at that image, for me, someone who's not a colourist, Michelle, I wouldn't really know where to start with that. Is there like a rule of thumb, or do you just go with what you feel?
I don't know if there's a rule of thumb, but I just go with what I feel.
Right. And I guess the great thing is, look, if you get it wrong, just a piece of card, isn't it? I guess you can start again.
And the thing is, just have a play to start with. It's like Jan was saying earlier, have a play, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then, you know, try something else. But you'll find that half of the fun is just having that play, seeing what works, what goes with what.
And I know you're someone who's done, because we talked about this in the earlier wake-up call, shouldn't we? More alcohol colouring maybe than watercolouring before, Michelle.
Yeah.
Are the rules of thumb and steps similar, or is it kind of forget what you know about alcohol colouring and start again?
I think so. It's not necessarily start again. I think that gives you a good foundation for understanding these and how they work. But again, with those and with these, have a play, have a try, see what works. So I've gone with I think that's the rose red on that one. Yeah, the rose red. It's the same again, I've just coloured on there. And what I'm going to do is
Pam Craven's messaged in. She's still not home yet. Bless her, she lives so far away. She says, hi Joe, Jan and Michelle, on the M3, 20 minutes from home. Have a great show. Hope I can repeat it one day. P.S. Everyone, you better vote for my card as card of the day. If you missed Wake Up Call today, you should definitely go back and watch that back after this show with the lovely Pam in. She is a character.
She's absolutely fabulous.
She is, isn't she? Yeah.
She really is. So I did the same with the red, and I've gone over and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm going to just blend that up and down.
Nice.
It just brings that colour up just a little bit.
Colouring is just one of those things you can just totally lose yourself in, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It really is.
And I think often we don't take enough time, you know, just to do something, especially without like the phone on or the TV on, or, you know, just shut the door somewhere, have a bit of quiet time, maybe pop a bit of music on as well, and just treat yourself to a bit of colouring time. It is glorious.
It really is. And with me being new to this is just very mindful. It's just so relaxing.
You've said how much fun you've had playing with these all week.
I have. It's been. I think I said earlier, I've sort of shied away from the watercolour stuff because I just didn't think that I could do it, and I've just had so much fun with it that it's, whether I'm absolutely brilliant at it or not, you know, that obviously comes with time, but it's just fun. It's so much fun, it's so enjoyable.
I guess the thing is, if you start one style of colouring, you kind of just tend to stick to what you know, really, don't you? And if you're comfortable with it. But you know,
definitely.
Definitely, I think it gives you, I'm not sure, I'm sure you'd agree, Michelle, it gives you a very different look and feel, doesn't it, to alcohol colouring?
It does, it does. I mean, the card that I did earlier, I mainly coloured with these to show that you can just colour with them and then do a touch with the watercolour if you want. And now I'm painting with them, so you can use them in so many ways. I'm getting ahead of myself. Look, I'm moving that out and I haven't finished. So what I did with her hair, I laid the yellow down again, left the highlight in the middle, and then just blended it up. And then we'll colour her, I'm going to colour her top in with the pink.
People letting me know what makes them sassy. Christine Mazdahani says, here, let me give you a compliment. I'm sassy because that's how I was born. I love the amount of sass in that actual comment as well. Caroline says, according to my son, I don't need words to be sassy. I have the look. I think we all have the look. Hideko saying, I have a short pixie haircut. That says I'm sassy. Absolutely it does. Yeah. Pam E says, the wicked words that come out of my mouth sometimes make me saucy and sassy. Wicked words. Pam, I didn't have you down as that type.
So I've blended those two together, and it hasn't come up with mud, it's come up with a lovely purple colour.
Excellent. Do you know what I mean, though, about the mud situation, Michelle?
I do. That was one of the reasons that I sort of shied away from it myself, because, yeah, that was my best colour to make, mud, I must admit.
Which is fine, maybe in a wooded scene, you're all right, but, you know, if you're painting flowers, maybe not so great.
No, well, that's it, yeah. Yeah, but these just make it so easy and so fun.
Is Michelle using stamping card or watercolour card, Connie is asking?
I'm using the watercolour card, which
Excellent.
is why I stamped a few times, because of the texture. It doesn't, obviously the Nina card is so smooth and you can stamp once, but with this being a bit of texture, obviously it depends on the look that you're going for.
What I love about this is how far a little goes, and knowing how packed full of ink they are, you're going to have these for ages and ages and ages. They really are great. And the detail on your screen is for the Sassy and Classy Stamp Collection. We do have the pens as well with the watercolour cardstock on their own. If you want to go for those, they are on a fantastic deal too. All 12 pieces plus 15 sheets of watercolour cardstock. Someone was asking earlier as well, is this the full collection? It is the full collection, yes. I think in the watercolour Christmas there was like a limited edition of 3 extra ones, which maybe or may not be available on the website, I don't know, but of the core collection, this is the main full collection that you're receiving. So is this still all one pen you've used here, or are we on to a second pen
I've
here?
moved on to another pen. So the yellow and the blue and pink was from that one, and then I've just used the chestnut from this to colour the little put-it-in, and then the window frame.
Those pens I was talking about, Michelle, are called Frozen Forest, and they are in stock actually. So yeah, you could grab these and get 3 extras if you want, with those sort of winter colours in there too, which will be perfect for all of the Christmas crafting that you might want to be doing at the moment.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is just wet my brush, pick up some colour, and I'm just going to
Oh, I love this.
a colour splash. And then I like it. I
There's something quite abstract about it, isn't there, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. There we go.
I love how we spend all the time being neat and tidy and then splash a load of stuff over it at the end.
So I'll just put that to the side to dry, and then I'll bring this one in that is fully dry.
Beautiful.
And then we'll just put it together nice and simply. Let me get my tape pen. I think with these cards, with these stamps, you don't need to go over the top, over embellish. They're just, and when you watercolour them as well, I don't think you need much extra. They sort of speak for themselves. So, have that on there. I'm sure I've got that the right way.
Pam's come back to me. She says, it's okay, Joe. Occasionally, the halo is tilted back by the horns, is what she says. Oh, I know what you mean, Pam. I really, really do.
I think she's talking about my daughter.
Sorry, your daughter?
It sounded very much like Alice. So then I got one of the sentiments, true friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart.
That's a really cute sentiment, that one, isn't
Yeah,
it? And the sentiments, I think, are lovely in here.
Oh, there's some lovely ones. I just inked round the edge. I think I used my fuchsia on that. I'm just going to bob that on, I did it. Just going to bob that on the bottom there. And then that's literally it. So.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I really love that colour wash in the corners. I think it finishes it off beautifully. Very appreciative, knowing nod. We need to get, Jan's like, she's like Craig Revel Horwood sat on the other side of the studio over there. She's like,
she needs
nice.
a little paddle
with
the
little,
1 to 10 on.
We'll all have they'll all have 10s on them. She's making one, don't you worry, she's making one right now. Let me run you back through what you're getting in the Sassy and Classy Stamp Collection. 4 different ones in here for you. There you can see Dress to Impress there with the wonderful sewing machine and the sentiments that go with that. You've also then got the Hello Gorgeous there with the what's that? That's an armchair, Joe. Thank you. I don't know why I'm thanking myself. This one here says True Friends, which is the one that you've just seen the lovely Michelle use, and also Partners in Crime as well. Now, I believe we're going to go across to camera 6 because the judges' scores in True Strictly Style are in Michelle, and you'll be pleased to know, it's a 10 from Jan. It's a 10, 10s across the board. There you go. Love that. 10s across the board. I really am on one. That is a lovely card. Joe has enough sass for the entire team, is what Caroline French says. I think that might be slightly slanderous, Caroline. Let's go back to those amazing tricolour markers, though, because they are gorgeous. And remember, the great thing is what you've got are 3 different aqua markers within one, essentially, and that lovely brush nib for you as well. So how that looks is, each pen has the 3 colours, and then the 3 colours are all designed to blend together perfectly, which is fantastic. So you've got the Great Outdoors, which are those 9 colours there across the 3 pens. You've then got Colour Basics, you've got Essential Neutrals, and you've got the Floral Meadow in there as well. 2560 or 3920. That's coming alongside the watercolour cardstock. Now, if you wanted to go for a much larger beginner's collection, if you don't have all the other accoutrement that goes with it, then we've got this for you here. You've got your spritzers, your watercolour cardstock, your blending tool, your rocker blocks, the stamping mat, and also the full pens that go in there as well. Caroline saying, that's a lovely card. And also here, Mary Pat saying, awesome card, Michelle. Lots of loves. 10s across the board from the entire viewership, Michelle, is what we are seeing. It is a beautiful, beautiful card. Will it be card of the show? Will it be card of the day? Who knows? It's happening! It's happening. I didn't know we had one in this show. Where are they? Under here. Oh, they don't even let me know anymore because I rabbit on too much. Right. Where's 5 minutes gone off this? It's normally 20 minutes. How rude. You've only got 15 minutes to get hold of these deals tonight. Oh, I need to drop them. Right, first up, the pen trays, universal pen holders. These are fantastic. Also, look at that price. I know, bet you'll get 6 in here, don't worry. You will get 6. I promise you, you get 6. Oh, it's not it. Right. 65% off. You will get 100% off them, though. Don't you worry about that. These are the perfect way to store all of your alcohol and watercolour markers. The great thing is about these, you can either stack them on top of each other, you can interlink them side by side, you can cascade them backwards. That is the best ever price, though, that you have seen on them. So if you've been waiting for the deal to get yourself stocked up, then this is it. This is definitely the deal. Right, next we are going to look at, this cheeky little thing, which is your 4x4 stamping platform. All these deals, though, remember, they're only available for 13 minutes and 22 seconds, so you better hurry up. If you want to go for the 4x4 stamping platform, then you've got 25% discount on this, $7.49 or $11.21, which is fantastic. Right, what's next then? Let me have a good rummage in here. This one here. Oh, wow. Believe in yourself. The stamp and die that's in here. This is gorgeous. You can get this beautiful unicorn image in here, which you're going to be able to stamp out, but then also the die that's going to allow you to do that as well. So make sure you grab hold of it. It's a half price deal, that one there as well. So make sure you grab that. The other thing I've got for you is the large storage folder. It doesn't come with the inserts. You can buy those separately over on the website if you so wish, but it's your A4 binder size. The other great thing about it as well is that it's just a regular 3-ring binder on the inside. So if you've already got things that you store on 3-ring binder sort of holders, then they will clip into here as well. Beautiful, beautiful quality. You can fill this with either magnetic panels, you can put acrylic panels in here for your stamps or for your dies. You've got these really nice elasticated pockets within here as well, but they're just beautiful quality. I know so many of you already own these and love them. They stack beautifully as well, so you have a shelf of these and you want to have them all side by side, then it's a great way to go, whether you're storing collections or themes of stamps and dies, occasions of stamps and dies. They're just a brilliant, brilliant way to get yourself organised, and it's half price. I don't remember seeing that half price. The other thing I've got to tell you about, you've only got, though, 11 minutes and 45 seconds to get hold of these deals. You need to get them in your basket in that time. This is the one, though, that I think you are going to love. It is the Gemini Mini. Now, under £20 for Platinum members on this is bonkers great value. It's a 20% saving. Oh, no, it is in here. Can you imagine if it wasn't in there? Oh my, I would have gone home. What you're gonna, because you give you a 20% discount, you still get everything in here. So you get your purple shim, you get your 2 folders to get you started. It's a folder play system, and you get the manual in here. But it's really great because it's so portable. When I first saw this, Jan, I'll be completely honest with you. I saw it and I saw the size of it, and I thought, really, how powerful is that going to be? But boy, was I wrong.
Honestly, Joe, I was just chuckling away there. I thought somebody pressed the pause button earlier when you were watching the clock, and he was like, "I have 22 seconds." But no, honestly, I love this little guy. I've got the MIDI and the Mini, and they both have play a valuable role in my craft room. They really do. This one, I think, you know, for things like sentiments, and if you're doing little tiny embellishments and things like that, it saves the wear and tear on your larger plates if you've got the bigger machines. But like Joe says, it's small, but it's very. I think they should have called it the Mighty, not the Mini, honestly. And I love doing this because I've actually. I'll just show you the underneath part here. There's 4 little suckers underneath here, and my goodness, I love doing this. Watch this. I'm going to stick it down, press it on the top here, and I've got my A3 glass cutting mat underneath it. All right, and literally with the suckers there, that's the strength that you've got underneath it. And because of that, because it's anchored in place, means that you don't need much pressure to actually turn the handle, even when you've got the folders and things inside it. The other thing that I love about this is it's great if you're crafting with the kiddies. I know a lot of you craft with your children, with your grandchildren, no electronic parts to worry about. So you've not got to worry about them feeding something into the electronic machines and worrying about whether they're going to get their fingers stuck or anything like this. Nice little handle just to turn, and as I say, it's not that difficult to do. It also comes with your 2 extra pieces. So I want to talk about the folder first, and if I bring you this one just into view here, I always describe it as like an embossing folder with no embossing in it, if you know what I mean. It's like the plastic that we make the embossing folders.
Embossing folder, wouldn't you?
Pardon?
You'd be really disappointed if we sent you that as an embossing folder.
And it just did nothing. It was just a snowdrift. But yeah, it's just plain inside. Obviously, this has got a little bit of scarring on here because we've used ours, but yours will be all nice and new. And what we encourage is that, again, just like the housekeeping with your large Geminis, is that you use all the sides. So the hinge folds back on itself so that you can fold and you can put things in one side, you can turn it round, you can put them in the other, turn it over, just like we recommend with your normal Geminis to keep these going. The plates are obviously, or should I say the folder in this one, is a consumable. So yes, it will wear out eventually. People always ask me how long do things like this last, and it's near on impossible to answer because it depends how much you use it. You know, if you're just getting this out and using it to cut the odd sentiment now and again, the folders should last you a while. But if you're using it every time you're crafting, they may need replacing.
They're very inexpensive though, aren't they?
They are. We sell these, you know, you can just buy these on their own on the website, and they are. I think, if we check the price for the...
I think, are they about £4.50?
Something like that. I know it doesn't work out a lot with the discount and everything, and I tend to order a couple of these every so often. You know, when I'm placing an order, I'll just pop one of these on in the basket so that you've always got a spare there if you know, if and when you need them. So this is for die cutting, all right? So I'm going to show you the die cutting first, then we'll come back to the plastic shim, which is for embossing, all right? So I'm just going to pop that one to one side for a minute, and I've just grabbed a little die, and I'm just literally, I've popped it on some cardstock here, and I'm going to sandwich it between the 2 layers, and then fold this over. over. So it doesn't matter whether I'm working on this side, you know, that I can actually read the writing here. But next time I might turn it the complete way over and pop it through the other way. The next time I use it, I might turn it round and I might cut it on this side, just to keep that even pressure on all of the sides all of the time. And we do encourage you to do that. And all I'm going to do now, once I've got it, is use the folded part of the hinge
So
on
is
the
it
folder.
always that way through first?
I prefer to use that, yeah, I must admit. And it's sort of, because that side's sealed, I always tend to offer that into the machines, whether it be the larger machines or the little one here. Pop it into the mouth there, and then literally I am just going to turn this with my hand. Just keep your finger on top there to keep it in place, and literally just turn it round and pass it through the machine
I
there.
think because it's a hand wound machine, you just think it's going to be tough or hard work, don't you?
Not at all. And the pressure in it is phenomenal. You know, we're known for that with our machines. And it's sort of, just because it's a small machine doesn't mean it's going to do any less. So what I've got here, and this is just a little dragonfly one that we've just pinched from the library here, but you can see if I pop these on top, you've got your background piece there. Look how delicate that overlay piece is there. And then in the middle here, I'm just going to borrow our Michelle's little pokey tool there, just to grab him out of the middle. But just look, in there you've got the body as well there in the centre. And they are all cut perfectly. First pass through, just one pass, that's all I've done. Now I only put a little die at the end there. There's nothing to stop you adding another die here and filling up your plate just like we do when we're using the larger machines, and it'll pass it all through at once. So die cutting, nice and simple, and then all I would do is layer this one up and pop the body in the middle, and you've got your little embellishment going on there to use. All right, so that's die cutting. That's as far as we've got with the die cutting. And like I say, just keep remembering to each time, you can see, I can see now the scarring where I've just cut that one. So next time I would literally pop it up again. Whoa! Are you trying to get me again?
You've got just over 5 minutes to get these deals, Jan.
Is
That was your
that it?
5-minute klaxon.
That was it. I thought it was that horrible noise again from earlier then. I thought you were trying to get me again. So, on to the purple shim then. I'm going to come back to this one now. And this is literally just a shim. It's just single. There's nothing else. It doesn't open or anything. And it's to actually build up the right depth for an ordinary, what we call a 2D folder. So like the original embossing folders, just the thinner ones. If I pop this through on its own, it will literally just pass straight through with no pressure. So just by adding the shim makes it the right depth for the machine to do its job. So again, I'm just going to pop a piece of cardstock in here, inside, and close it up. And it doesn't matter whether you have this one underneath or whether you have it on top. It works both ways. I tend to sit mine on top here, line up the edge. I've still got the folder with the hinge here, and then literally pop this through. Pop your hand on top just to steady, and it just goes through as easy as anything. And then again, when we open this up, you can see just how well we've got that embossing done there. Absolutely gorgeous. And then the last thing that I'm going to show you with it is we do actually make the 3D embossing folders in that size, that sort of 2 3/4 by 5 3/4 size. So obviously this, we always say to you with the larger machines, be mindful of your platform of plates with this. Same applies with the mini. This one, if I put it in here, it's not going to go through on its own. Like we showed you, this one went all the way through. This one doesn't. All right, so you don't actually need the shim with this one. It just, this builds this up to this thickness. So 3D folder, you literally just need your cardstock in the folder. Okay, make sure I'm on the right side, that way. And then literally this is going to go through. This is the right depth to go through on its own. So reverse, into the reverse of the machine there, pop it through, and it will work either way. I've just popped it in from the reverse here. If you want to work this way and work towards yourself, absolutely fine. If you're left-handed, there's nothing to stop you working the other way. It will work any way round. But again, just when we look at this one, you can see that it's applied that beautiful pressure there to get your embossed design, and just by using the folder on its own. So as always, twin function machines, die cutting and embossing, and you've got the tools that you need there with that plate. I've lost my plates, there we go, and the shim. and the little mini all comes to you, and it's on that fantastic deal today, Joe.
Oh, it's amazing. You've only got 2 minutes and 14 seconds to get a hold of it, so you need to be fast. Chop, chop, no waiting around. Right, make sure you get it. It is the deal. Loads of you have got this in your baskets at the moment, like tons of you, so you need to check it out. I think if you want a quick, speedy, compact machine that you can take and craft with absolutely anywhere, this is absolutely going to be that machine for you. To get this as a platinum member for under £20 or $30, I mean, we may as well just turn the lights out and go home and give it all away. It's an unbelievable price, so make sure you grab a hold of it. Lots of you are agreeing with me as well. Mo says, hello, I've just made my first purchase. Oh, congratulations. I'm starting with stamps and markers, and I'm going to give colouring a go. I know you won't regret it, Mo. Do let us know how you get on. And let us know where you're from, Mo, seeing as you're a new viewer. I've got to get through these deals, apparently. Georgina's really cracking that whip tonight. Right, believe in yourself. This one just here, it's the stamp and the die that you're getting in here, remember? So it really is a gorgeous one. And actually, Michelle, I bet this would go really well with our tricolour aquas, wouldn't it?
Oh, it would. That would be lovely to colour in.
Right, I need to get to the trays as soon as possible. To the back cave. Like, here we go, the trays. 6 of them in here. You will get 6, I promise. These are the best way to store your watercolour markers or your alcohol markers. You get 6 of them in there. What's 6 times 12 is 60, 72 markers you can store. I'll worry about that in a minute. The next one, of course, the die storage, the large folder for you. This is fantastic. 3-ring binder system in here. It doesn't come with the panels. We've just given you an amazing price on the folder itself. Get the panels or the acrylic panels on our web site. Store all of your dies or your stamps in there. You've got 15 seconds. The other one I need to hear about, 4x4 platform. Get it in your basket. It is an amazing deal for you. $7.49 or $11.21 is your price. If it's not in your basket, you're going to miss out. You've got 3, 2, 1. I need to sit down now after that. I'm absolutely knackered. It's all right for Jan. She's gone over there, gone back to her colouring in. Congratulations. If you've got any of those items in your basket, get them checked out, because the price will go back up, and I don't want you to pay the higher price. I want you to get the best deal possible on them. Talking about best deals possible, I want to share with you this amazing Lee Holland stamp and die collection. So it's kind of broken down into 2 parts. So I'll give you the stamps on their own first, which are these elements just here. Am I going to do it like that? No, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to give them to you as they're intended. So, what you've got firstly here, this is your village church, which is your big focal stamp. And then what you get to go along with that is you then get the wedding stamp and die, which is going to enable you to create all the gorgeous embellishments that you'll want to go with that. And you'll see that just there. So that's one that comes with that. Then what you've got here is this gorgeous tree house, which is your outdoors. Really, really lovely. Beautiful one to colour this one. And that is coming with, I believe that's coming with this one here. Yes, it is indeed. Which is all of your lovely little animal scenes, which you've then got to decorate those up with. We've then got, I mean, you don't have to use these exclusively together. You do have the ability to be able to mix and match all of these, of course, as well, which is fantastic. So you've got your little house, which is this one just here. And then also to come along with that, you've got your birthday wishes there. And you have also then got as well the final one, which is your family time that you can see just there. We are missing one. We're missing one of the stamps on their own, yes. So it is, one of the stamps on their own is missing. We will investigate for you, but you will get 8 stamps, 4 stamps, and then 4 sets of stamps and dies as well. £64, 85.54 is your price there. A lot of laughter going on in the comments, Michelle. Susie, our social media superstar, said, uh-oh, he snorted, here we go. Burke's Bun says, I just about rolled off the bed with that countdown announcement happened. Carrie says, lol, missing tray. Sometimes I think they set up Joe to get a good laugh. I think maybe they do. They wouldn't do a thing like that.
Never.
Tracy might. Caroline says, oh, Joe, what a lovely shade of crimson you've gone. Can Joe talk any faster? The wheels have come off the bus, and then a lot of love for the Mini. Lena says it's a great price. Michelle says her first ever machine. Pam never puts theirs away. Kirsten was using theirs just today. Lynn loves the Mini as well. Great for kids, says Linda. Too, and Joanne has learnt her lesson. She says she's been rotating those plates. Mo's come back to us. She's in Philly. Oh, it's lovely to have your company. And Hannah says, good for Georgina and her whip. Keep Joe in order. All right, whose side are you on? She's like, all right, I like Hannah. Anyway, sorry, Michelle, enough to do about nothing. I believe you're going to take us for a wonderful demonstration of these Lee Holland stamps.
We absolutely do not want to keep Joe in order. We like classy and sassy Joe.
Classy and fat and sassy Joe.
So Lee Holland stamps. So the one I'm going to use is the Spring Has Sprung. I love this one. It's a nice big stamp. I'm going to use it. I'll show you a way to use it, a slightly different way. Because as you know, I've had so much fun playing this week, I thought I'd show you a little well, hopefully it's something a bit different for you to see. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use my big brush, just get a bit of kitchen roll, and I'm going to just lay a base down of water all the way across my watercolour card again, and it's 6.5 by 4.5.
So you're going to wet the whole part?
I am. I'm not going to wet it through. I'm just going to lay...
Just going to bob a little bit on?
I'm just going to bob a little bit of water on it. There we go. Right. And then I'm going to bring in my tricolour in the... I got it that time. This is the complementary colour. So it's got, let me turn it around, amber, alpine green and orchid. Orchid?
Orchid, yeah.
So I'm going to lay some of the green and some of the orange down. Just going to get a little bit of water on there and then pick the green up and just do a wash across. Ooh. Just keep adding a little bit of water and a little bit of colour until you're happy with however you want it. I want it a bit darker at the top. And then we're going to do the same again with the orange. Is it orange? Amber. So I'm going to go from the bottom towards the green. And when I get to the middle, I'm just going to
I love these kind of subtle backgrounds. Something so delicate about them.
Yeah, I love it. I'm just laying it over a little bit. You can see it just as it blends there. So I'm just going to give this a little quick dry.
Kathy Lazav, I always struggle, Kathy, with your surname, so I don't know why I always attempt to say it. Lazavage, it's a beautiful surname. Says, I keep missing the countdown. Can you please explain it? Of course, at any given point in any one of our shows, the siren goes off, a piece of video plays, and then I thought you had 20 minutes to get the deals that are available. Today you only had 15, so who knows how long you're going to get in the next one. But they are absolutely scorching hot deals, but we can only do them for the time on the screen. So it's a great reason to make sure you watch our shows live to get those incredible deals. I'm sure we'll have another one coming up very, very soon.
Right, so I haven't fully dried it, mostly dried it. Right, let's get our stamp. Bob that on there. It was a very well used, well loved
stamp. This was the one that I was missing, wasn't it? So there you go, that's a great one. You can see that's the one that was...
Spring Has Sprung.
It's the one, sorry?
This is Spring Has Sprung.
Spring Has Sprung. That was the one that I didn't have in the collection. So that's the fourth large stamp that you're going to get.
Right. So what I'm going to do, instead of inking it up, I'm going to take my little sprayer again, and I'm going to give that a misting, and then I'm going to stamp it down.
So just with water?
Just with water. I'm just going to hold it for a sec. And then, you see now the stamp's dirty. I wonder who used that last. Let me get a clean one. Let me see if there's one that's a bit cleaner. Who can we blame for that?
Who should we blame, Jan? Dirty stamp.
Every
Oh,
time.
really? Always Craig? See,
Yeah.
I thought dirty stamp, Debbie Robinson.
No, I'm going to blame
She
Craig.
didn't clean them though.
I know he can take it. He's a man.
Okay, I'll blame Debbie. Jan's blaming Craig. Who are you going to blame, Michelle? I always used to just blame Sarah for everything because no one's going to tell Sarah off. It's a really great one.
So we'll do it again really quickly.
That was
Fingers
a very.
crossed.
That was a very. I can't think of the word. I'll come back to you in 3 to 5 business days.
So let's lay the water down again. See, that was just a lesson of why you should clean your
How
stamps.
do you clean your stamps on that note, Michelle?
I normally run them under the tap.
Right.
Just swill them off that way. And then I leave them to dry.
Just sort of like a warm tap, cold tap?
Probably lukewarm water. I would
Nice.
say. Don't go too hot or too cold. I'm not sure if the extreme heat or cold would do anything. I don't think it would, but
Okay. Jan, Jan just gives hers a rub, don't you, Jan?
Dirty rag every time.
Wow.
of course, yeah.
See?
I mean, I wouldn't want to say that it could have been Jan who'd made that stamp dirty, but I mean, she only wipes them over. If she only wipes them over with a dirty rag, Michelle, I mean...
No, I've got my own. I bring my own.
Okay.
Now look, you wouldn't want to affect this. You wouldn't want to affect the marking, would you?
The marking,
The
no.
marking needs to stay at a 10.
As Halston said, reviews don't matter, apparently. Oh, no. Georgina's saying I should get a review at the end. Absolutely
Oh,
not.
definitely an 11, darling.
Oh.
An 11.
If it was Strictly, I think there'd be something like, your fandango was flat, darling. That's what the review would be for me.
Right, so what I'm going to do, before I do stamp onto that, I'm going to give this a quick stamping off, just in case there is any dirt left on there.
Good idea then if you're doing something like this where you really need that clean stamp.
Yeah, that's pretty clean. So
Do you know what though? Because
try
I bet
again.
that's shown people at home, because I bet someone at home would have done the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Oh, so apparently, I mean, Patricia, she's not one to stir the pot apparently, but she says, just a few days ago, Craig said he never cleans his stamps, he just leaves the ink on them.
There you go, you see.
he did, didn't he?
I must have
He said
known.
he just stamps it
Yeah.
second and third generation and then...
He might be watching. We might be in trouble.
No, we're blaming him. He's probably sat at home watching.
He can take it.
He'll be all right. He doesn't mind.
Right, try again. So I'm going to spritz it. See, let me just give that a wipe because I can see the ink on it now. See, it's,
I guess does it live read?
Yeah.
Does it re? Oh, what is wrong with me today? Janet's catching. You couldn't think of any of your words in the
I
earlier
know,
show.
I was having
Does it
senior moments
sometimes
earlier.
revive the very small bit of ink that's on there? I'm guessing with the water.
yes, it must have done so. I would say if you're going to do this, make sure that you stamp his.
So wet it, stamp it, dry it,
Yeah,
wet
give
it,
it a
stamp
good clean.
move it, make it shit. It sounded like a house song there, didn't it?
Let's go for it. So on my tiptoes to hold it down. I'm not short at
We need
all.
to get you the box.
So it is still a little bit dirty, but let's see if we can get the effect for you anyway. So it's coming through a little. So sometimes this can take 2 or 3 because you don't want
Okay.
to wet this too much to be able to do it in one. You just need to give it a nice mist and then go in for a couple of stamps. Hold it for a little while for the water to be able to lift the image. And then just wipe it off like you normally would. And if you can
Oh,
see...
I'm loving this,
Yeah.
Michelle. Jan,
So-
this is fabulous, isn't it?
Absolutely, yep. Bleaching
So what
it
you will
out.
get
Wow.
with a clean stamp.
It looks like it's been
Is that-
embossed with like a white heat embossing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to do initially.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I wonder if I spray my stamp instead.
Yeah.
And
Great. I love that, Michelle.
It's just a lovely different way. You can use it as a background. You can use it, obviously, as you make, matte and layer it with a bit of black, and it really pops. And obviously, you can use any of the colours in the background. It works. These are just brilliant. These tri-colour aqua pens.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Love that. What a really fabulous technique. Let's just recap what you're getting then if you're going for the tricolours. So you're going to get the 12 core colours that are within there, which is excellent, which you've just seen Michelle using. You've got great outdoors, colour basics, essential neutrals, floral meadows, and you'll receive the watercolour cardstock. The Holland Collection stamps and dies that Michelle was using, they are available in some smaller collections. So let me share those smaller collections with you. So let's share those with you. So if you want to go for them in the small collections, you can. Best way to get the best value is to get them all together. But if you want to get them in their smaller collections, you've got Spring Has Sprung with that gorgeous tree. Then you've also got in here your family time with the little house there as well, and some really gorgeous decorative stamps and dies to go alongside those big statement stamps. You've also got birthday wishes, which is this one just here. You get your woodland trail in there, and you've also got on your special day with the village church in there, and then all those beautiful stamps and dies. You want to get all of those together, you can. That's the best way to get the best value. Details are here on your screen. £64, 85, 54 is your price on those. Do you know what? It's so busy at the moment across on the website. I want to give you an opportunity to check yourself out. Not like, oh, check yourself out. How you doing in the mirror? I mean, like, check your basket out. Why did you do that? Why do I say it? Why do I say it? Here's all the details of US shipping.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Everyone's loving that last demonstration that you did, Michelle. Susie, our social media superstar, she says, wow, mind blown emoji, mind blown emoji, mind blown emoji, which is a good review, I think. Wow, nice trick there, Michelle, says Marisol. Laurie says, oh, that's a sweet demo, Michelle. That's how she typed it as well. Diana says, great technique, Michelle. And Caroline saying, Michelle is showing us some fab new ideas. Really, really enjoying this show. Let me go back to and just share with you again the floral words, because I think these are absolutely the knockout deal of the show, because £11 or $16 to get £40 or $55 worth of stamps. Well, you're looking at what? Just £1.10 per stamp set for these. And the great thing is the size of these means that stamp these out, minimal colouring, maybe a little bit of a background there as well. You'll get something really striking, but you'll be able to make really nice sized projects very, very easily with these, which I think is awesome. So they are the 8 different sentiments that you will be receiving in there. Do grab those. Something else I want to share with you is these, which are the tri-colour stamp set for you. These are fantastic. These were actually put together and devised to go perfectly with your tri-colour aqua marker. So in here, you're going to get Let Love Grow, Puppy Love, You're So Sweet, A Little Surprise, and also Have a Wonderful Day. $31.96 or $39.80 if you want to get those. Of course, you're going to be able to use your platinum discount on there as well. Any questions you've got about the tricolours, about watercolouring, get them into me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Should we, for the second hour, Michelle, should we open up the floor? Should we get people to send us pictures of their colouring that they've been up to this week?
Yes,
do you think that'd be nice?
definitely.
Doesn't matter what style of colouring it was, whether it was alcohol or watercolour, whether it was your dog or a landscape or a rose, whatever it was, we'd like to see what you've been colouring in this week. Send us those pictures to studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we'll share some of your creativity with everyone else as well. Can't wait to see those. Right, what's next, Michelle?
Right, so I am going to use the Let Love Grow stamp, and I'm going to use the, do you know, these past few days I've got to open so many new packets.
Do you like that?
I do like opening.
Nothing better than box fresh, is there?
There's not, no. There's not. So if I was at home, I'd maybe get it out and do a Debbie and have a sniff.
Really?
No. Yeah. I don't know about anyone else, but I do like this.
It's the vellum that I end up sniffing.
Yeah.
That's the one for me, the vellum.
Right, so before I use the stamp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a background. So it's 5 by 5.5. Obviously you can use any size you want. And then this is the warm primary and the rich floral. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to colour onto my mat with...
Do you have one of the glass mats at home, Michelle?
I do have, I love these glass mats. They're just brilliant. You can
They're
make
excellent for everything,
such
aren't
a
they?
mess.
Are you messy at home?
I'm
or are you a
very
very tidy
messy.
crafter?
I'm a very messy everything. It drives my husband crazy.
Oh, see, I was seeing complete order. I don't know why. I thought at home you'd be very regimented, everything have its place. That's what I was thinking.
No.
Okay, that
no.
says it all, doesn't it, that response?
With my work, I like to keep this in order so I can keep it straight in my head and I know what I'm doing.
Right.
It doesn't always pan out that way, but
Okay.
I do have a go. I've used the complementary as well. And what I'm going to do again is, my husband's very OCD tidy.
Oh,
He
okay, so
like-
you just let him take care of it.
Yeah, he does everything. He cooks, he cleans, he's fabulous. But, you know,
Sounds
he literally
amazing.
takes your plate away
Does
and
he?
hoovers under you while you're still
Oh,
eating.
wow. He needs to pop round to
He's like,
mine,
you're done
honestly.
with that, aren't you? Yeah. So, right, I'm going to spray. And then I'm going to dip. I'm just going to lay that on there.
Watercolour card again here, Michelle?
Yes, so watercolour card again. Because obviously it's perfect for this.
Ooh.
And if you feel you haven't got enough colour or water, you just give it another spray. And then the bits that you may have missed, just dip back in to fill up your card. Or you can always cut it down a little bit, entirely up to you. And
I love that.
So I'll just put that there to dry a little bit because I'm going to do, let me just wipe that, I'm going to do it on a bigger piece as well. So lay all your colour down again. You don't need to be neat, you just give it a squiggle because you're giving it a spray, so it doesn't really matter. Next one. The good thing is with this, they do all blend lovely together. So you don't have to be too careful about what you're putting down where. And then the next one. Unless you're OCD like my husband, and he would have a particular order they all had to go in.
A lot of love for this demonstration as well. Susie's saying, ooh, with about 9 O's. I love that.
So another spray.
And I guess you didn't, I mean, you could do this with just 2 colours or 3 colours or 4 colours if you wanted to, I'm thinking.
You could do it with all of them, just little splodges everywhere, or you could just do it with a couple. It's entirely up to you. So
I wish you could see, so Jan is just out the corner of my eye and she's looking my way at the TV, but I feel like I'm on holiday in Paris and we've stopped in a square and an artist is doing like a sort of, it's the way she sat there with the board, and every now and then she looks up at the TV, but the TV is just here that she's looking at. So I'm like, oh, back on my good side. That's it. Make sure you don't get me on a profile. Straight on, please, Jan. I expect some sort of caricature by the end of the show.
I wish I could show you what I'm doing, Joe, because this is just perfect, but I can't. It's secret squirrel stuff.
Oh.
I wish I could show you.
What a tease she is, Michelle.
I know.
she is. She is. So I'm just going to give this a quick dry. Just dab those big bits just for speed.
I've just had a look at Secret Squirrel stuff, Michelle. It's good Secret Squirrel stuff. Have you seen the Secret Squirrel stuff she's working on, Michelle?
Just dry this one off a little bit. Just dab those wet bits. Because this is the piece I'm going to stamp on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just saying, have you had a look at the Secret Squirrel stuff that Jan's working on?
Because I can't hear myself over that. I didn't know if anyone
I have asked you the same question 3 times and you haven't heard it any of the times. I think Jan has got not the normal piece of talk back in, because normally you'd get a bit of me in your ear.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Jan's got me in her ear, unfortunately. I was just saying, have you seen the Secret Squirrel stuff that Jan's working on?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Really lovely.
Oh, my God, yes.
Next week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. I love this though. It's very 80s, 90s neon, which is right up my strata, Michelle.
I love it. So with this one, I did add a lot more water. So you've obviously got it more blended. I would have added more ink and more water to make this like that, but I actually like that effect. I like the texture of the paper, the watercolour card coming through. So I'm going to leave that like that. So I'm going to bring my stamp in.
I love these kind of things, and then when people cut sentiments out of them, you know, like die cut the big sentiments out of them, I think they look fabulous.
Or flowers.
Yeah.
Die cut your flowers out of them and then use them on your project. So I'm going to bring that Let Love Grow stamp in. And I'm going to use, did want the different shades. I was going to use the Pebble, because there's 4 shades of this, but I can't find it, so I'll use the Noir Black instead.
Oh.
So waterproof ink pad. Just see, this stamp's nice and clean. This is the one I should have used for the last demonstration.
Is it, you see. Craig hasn't had his hands on this one, that's why.
That's it. So give it a good ink up.
Diana Billsland says, you're very talented, Michelle, with an exclamation mark behind it.
Oh,
what a lovely compliment.
That's really lovely, yeah. It is. You get a little bit of imposter syndrome stood here.
Don't worry, I still do. I've been doing this 11 years.
Yeah, but especially when you stood next to someone like Jan and you're sort of doing the things that she's brilliant
She's the head
at.
mistress, isn't she, of Crafters TV? She's going to be writing your parents' evening report soon. That's what she's actually doing over there. She's not colouring. She's writing Michelle's parents' evening review form.
Joe, gets easily distracted.
Do you know, that's what mine always said. Michelle is capable, but gets easily distracted.
Could do very well if he wanted to, is what mine always says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to be trouble together, Michelle, I reckon,
Yeah,
judging by our school reports.
And I'm an encourager when someone else is being naughty.
Too. Yeah,
I'm like,
definitely an enabler when it comes to that.
So I'm just going to give that another stamp because I want it just a little bit darker than that. So, tiptoes again.
Sorry? Tiptoes?
Yeah, tiptoes, there we go.
That's awesome.
So there's a few things that you could do with this now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of the pens. So this is the Rich Floral. I'm just going to pick out a couple of the flowers and just not necessarily colour it in fully. Just, I'll give it that, and then I'm going to get my little brush, dip it in water, and then just pull that out a little bit.
Beautiful. Someone, Terry says in the comments, almost looks like it's been tie-dyed.
Yes.
It does, doesn't it? Susie says, oh, I see the two of you making lots of trouble together. I see it too. I see it too.
Yeah, I see that. I see that in our future, definitely. So just pull that out. They just blend out so beautifully. So what else you could actually do is, if you really wanted to, is get your water and then so pick one out and just wet it, and then use that, and it just lifts the colour.
Nice.
So colour a few in, lift the colour off some. There.
That's really,
So
it's almost borderline a little bit grungy, isn't it? And I love it.
Yes, yeah. So it's really, the things you can do with that, they're just endless. It's just so much fun. So I'm just going to edge this with a bit of ink. So I'm going to use a honey pot water reactive. I'm just going to go around the edges.
It's amazing how it just finishes it off, isn't it?
It does, and I like when you got, obviously you're going over the different colours, it gives a different colour effect on the edge.
Like the watercolour, don't have to, let me rephrase that in a much better English and understandable way. Do we need to worry about adding ink over watercolour? We're not worried about like pulling it off or drawing it out or anything like that?
No, well this is a water reactive ink pad that I'm using, so I can't see that one would have any effect at all.
Awesome.
And we'll do the same with this one. But I love this paper because it's textured. It gives you a totally different overall effect to as if you was colouring on the lovely smooth Nina card that we have. So just edge them off. As we know, I like to edge everything in ink.
I think I love the colour combo on the larger one, you know. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's the blues and the purples together. It looks so cool.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe I should dye my hair that colour.
I think you should.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
dye
all that.
your beard.
Maybe you could just like make a big smushy mess on the thing, and we could just turn me upside down and dip me in it. What do you reckon?
Yes.
I think that'd work.
That sounds
If I like
great.
dyed it all white first, you know, and then we did that, I think it'd be great. I'm game. I mean, Snap's
I'm
the
up for
person that can
dipping
hold
you
me
in a big
upside
fat
down.
ring.
I don't know who we're going to get in to hold me upside down. We'd need a winch, I think, but it would make it work.
I thought you said witch. We
No, a
need
winch, yeah, a winch. Or like a high ab. You know, the sort of thing that they go and do sort the telephone lines out with. Get one of those.
No, I
John's
thought
tough. He could do it, I reckon.
Yeah, he
if anyone
could.
can.
I thought you said witch. I was like, why would you need a witch?
A witch?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
to tip you upside down. What? The show even took a turn that I hadn't expected.
Please give us a sneak peek, Jan, says Hannah Hicks. It's more than her life is worth, isn't it, Jan? Oh!
Shall I just show them a little tiny bit?
Just, yeah,
I
okay.
don't know whether we can get it, can we?
Well, after Michelle's demo, we'll get a little, you can give us a sneaky peek.
Just a little tiny peek. That's all. Yeah, just a corner.
Sort of, you know, the
Otherwise-
crafty version of giving us a bit of ankle in the Victorian times.
She'll get into trouble if not.
I'm just looking for some foam pads. There's only the teeny tiny. There's no foam on a roll. Oh, there's a foam on a roll.
Foam
We
on
can
a
use
roll,
foam on a roll.
foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll. Hey, I think that's how it goes.
Foam on a roll.
Oh, it's a bit
Foam
slower.
on a roll. Foam on a roll. Hey.
Where did the last line of the chorus go? It was like the Songs of Praise version of Foam on a Roll we got from Jan there, wasn't it?
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, yeah, in a chorus that came out.
See, look, I like to set other people off doing it, but
Yeah,
I
I think this is all your fault, Michelle. That's what I'm saying. I don't like to place blame, but
So, just...
do you know why I'm getting
middle.
giddy? Because it's nearly my birthday, that's why I'm excited. Getting excited.
just
Although I'm not excited about another year on the tally.
When's your birthday, Joe?
Sunday. 22, again, yeah.
He's looking good.
right, just make this little
Yeah, 35 this week. I can't say I'm in my early 30s anymore, which I've been saying for the last 4 years.
Well, you see, I'm still 39 because my mum, I'm actually 44, but my mum passed the week before my birthday.
Right.
And she was planning this big 40th bash. She was all excited, but unfortunately she was just too poorly, so rudely passed away. Sorry, Mum. So I said, until I get my 40th birthday party, I'm not turning 40.
Right, and you've
So-
never had it?
No.
No.
I know. No one's
And
thrown me a
also,
birthday party.
We can take a year off as well, so I could be 34 this year, because last year didn't really happen, did it?
No,
didn't really
it
happen,
doesn't
didn't
really
count.
count.
Although I was one of those lucky people that did actually get to celebrate their birthday last year. It was just before the next lockdown. Michelle, that is absolutely stunning.
I mean,
really
I don't,
gorgeous.
Yeah, it needs a sentiment. I haven't got one prepped, but because I wanted to show the way I was using the background colours. So
Absolutely gorgeous. And if you want to recreate that, you can. You really, really can. Because we've got the stamp that's going to allow you to do that. It's this beautiful stamp right here. Let Love Grow was the stamp that was used there for that. You're also going to receive in this collection Puppy Love, You're So Sweet, A Little Surprise, and Have a Wonderful Day. They are the 5 stamps that you will get there in that particular collection, £31.96 or £39.80 if you want to get hold of those. Can you do the same technique with alcohol markers? No, is what I'm going to say. They don't move around, do they, Michelle, in the same way?
no, don't.
Yeah, if you want to do those, watercolour is your friend with these. Patricia, she says she sent me a birthday card. It should arrive. Well, Patricia, I have got a lot of birthday cards. A lot. Let's rephrase that. I've got a few birthday cards that have been... I've talked about you leaving me messages in the compliments. So I've got loads of birthday cards. I have received a few birthday cards, but I'm not going to open them until my actual birthday, I've decided. I'm not sure it's... I think you need to keep them, don't you, and save them. So Patricia, no doubt it is there. If you've sent me a card to head office, I will have received it 100%. But yes, I will open it on my birthday. Let's dip Joe live on Facebook Live, says Christine Mahoney.
Dipping.
Dipping me. Gonna dip me. Turn me upside down and dunk me in to colour my hair. What, did you fall asleep in there, Georgina? What happened? You all right? Are you with it? A bit risque. Gosh, what's risque about turning me upside down and dunking me in a vat of ink?
Not a thing.
Oh, anyway, let's move on. Crafty Angie says, I love this card. Caroline French says, that looks fabulous, Michelle. And Terry Heliger, I think that's how you say it. Sorry, Terry, if I've got that wrong. I'm doing this technique for sure. Right, stills of other things that you might want to have a little look at, which are perfect for helping with all of these kind of watercolour projects that you might have. This one just here, the stamping mat, you've got the watercolour cardstock, the ink pad, and a couple of the rocker blocks in there as well. Now, do you want some blending tools? We've got those for you. The square blending tool, which is actually rectangular, but let's not split hairs. The round blending tool, you've got the mat, the palette, and also the spritzers in there as well. Some really handy tools for all of your different watercolour techniques. That mat is brilliant if you don't have like a dedicated craft space or enough room for a glass mat. It's a brilliant way of achieving those same techniques. If you want to go for the Finesse waterproof ink pad, got that one for you. This is your Pebble, $4.99 or $7.49, perfect to use for your watercolouring techniques. Or you can go for the Flagstone as well. Loads of birthday wishes coming in for me. Thank you so much. We're going to go back. I'm going to have another look at the Sassy and Classy stamps because they are proving so busy at the moment. They launched earlier in the week with myself, and I think there was a lovely Debbie Fisher, wasn't it? On Tuesday, we had a little look at these. They are awesome, brilliant to watercolour with as well, and they've got a little bit of sass, a little sprinkling of sass in there, which we all love. So you can go for these. Let me take you through the ones you've got. You're going to get Dressed to Impress, focal imagery, embellishing elements and sentiments in all of these. You've also got Hello Gorgeous in here, True Friends, and also Partners in Crime. $29.97 or $38.85. Right, you're going to give us a bit of ankle then, Jan?
Have a little look.
Well, just a little look.
Just a little
We don't want to
peek.
get Jan too told off, do we?
To turn him round.
All right.
And I'm just going to cover. I don't know whether I can do this with him turning round. I don't know whether I can.
Looks like we might be getting more than a bit of ankle at this rate.
Yeah, I'm just going to go. Oh, it can only be a little tiny. You might have to zoom in a bit there.
You can't really.
No.
Oh, we can see a bit.
Yeah, I can only show you a little bit. I don't want to get into trouble. Yeah.
No, quick, Jan, because they're bringing the close-up over.
Little peek.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Next Thursday. Next Thursday.
Yes. That'll be you and I then, Jan.
I think it is. Yes.
Indeed. Right. So any questions you've got about anything with regards to anything watercolouring, any of the items on the show, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube. But what would you like to share with us next, Michelle?
So I'm going to do another demo with the Sassy and Classy. This time I'm going to use the Dress to Impress. So again, another lovely size stamp with lots of little lovely sentiments in. The world is your catwalk, Joe. Hello, hello, hello.
Sorry, sorry, I'm just on the one. I'm coming over, Michelle. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Hello? Oh,
I have children, so I'm used to talking to myself.
Never work with children.
And Joe.
Or Joe. Basically, yeah, is the moral of the story. This is quite disconcerting now, I'd imagine, for you, because I'm right here. I'm up close and personal.
Really, yeah, right there.
What were you asking me? Sorry, Michelle.
Oh, I know I was saying the world is your catwalk, Joe.
Oh, it always is.
Absolutely.
Always is. You should see some of the things The thing is, where I live in Manchester, I don't want to say... The people there, they're a bit strange, I'm going to say it, right? I mean, you could literally walk around in thigh-high boots and a dustbin bag and, you know, no one would take a second look, let's say. So my dress sense can be a little bit bold, let's say, when I'm at home. And that might be very bright socks, very bright trainers, you know, a pair of shorts, a very bright t-shirt, you know, all in very, very different colours. And no one really bats an eyelid because that's kind of, you know, that's the vibe, and I'm all right with that. The problem is, Michelle, when you leave the area you live in and you don't dress for the area you're going to.
Yes.
So there's a really lovely canal walk along the canal to a place called Ashton, which is a nice place. It's about a 10-kilometre walk. And I went dressed, picture this, as a big, pink, fluffy Care Bear. I had this big, pink, fluffy jumper on. Didn't get a single look when I was leaving the area I live. Further out of town we got on the canal. Well, people were nearly falling in the canal. They were gawping so hard. Someone bibbed their horn when I was crossing the road in Ashton. So you need to dress for where the world is your catwalk. Just make sure you dress for your destination.
Yes.
Not just your, you know, where your origin. Sorry about that. I went off on a bit of tangent there.
So I've used the Sunset from the Warm and Fiery. You can see it's drying lovely on its own, but I wet my card again and I put the ink on there, and I've used it to do more of an ombre effect just by itself. So I'm just going to give it a quick dry.
Does anyone else want to go ole after someone says ombre? Ombre, ole. I don't know why, it sounds Spanish. Just me, okay.
I'm obliviously ignorant to whatever it is you're saying. I can't hear a thing.
Terry says, I love Joe's mood today. I don't know what's going on. I am in a very strange mood. Eileen says, I've ordered these. Can't wait to get the Sassy Stamps. They are so cute. They really, really are adorable. I can't wait to see what people come up with these. What I can imagine people using them for is doing like little just because cards, or maybe even little box frames or something, just to send to like your best girl pals. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely for your best friends. Yeah, they're definitely something I'd send to my best friend. She's definitely sassy and classy.
See, I don't have best friends, Michelle.
Really?
Or a best friend. I have second best friends. Because you can have more than one.
You can, yeah.
Because it annoys me when people go, oh, that's my best friend, but also that's my best friend. Oh, and they're my best mate, and that's my best mate as well. I think you can only have one best mate.
Well,
and I know in my head who's my best mate, but I'm not telling them or anyone else.
No.
In case I'm not their best mate, how awkward would that be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They view you totally different.
Absolutely,
they're like, Joe
yeah.
who?
They're like, who are you?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the watermark one for this.
Gilmore is picturing me as a pink Care Bear. Don't send yourself there, Gilmore, is what I'd say. Nancy says, happy birthday, Joe, John, and Georgina. Hi to the rest of the staff. Last year I turned 60 and I didn't get a party. Happy birthday to my sister. She's turning 60 on Saturday, and we are twins until next month when I turn 61. Just get your sister to have a birthday party, and then you don't have to pay for it, and you can make it your 60th as well. That's what I'd say, Nancy. Terry says, wouldn't Joe be fun to hang out and have a beer with? A beer, not too many beers, but yes, a beer would be fun. Maybe one day we'll all get to, you know, when it's all over, Michelle, maybe we'll get to have events and stuff and get to meet all of our lovely crafters.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, that would be great. That would be really good.
Lots of beer and wine will be consumed then, I reckon.
Yeah, definitely. So I've changed from my watermark because I forgot I wanted to use my midnight opaque pigment one.
It's really gorgeous on that colour you've used.
Yes. So I was stamping away with the watermark and I thought, that's not blue. But because it's not blue. Simplest explanation. So what I'm going to do is bring a piece of paper in and hope I've dried it enough. There we go. See if we can...
So is that just a clear embossing powder you've used there?
Well, I did use the clear and I didn't mean to, so I've gone over it with the opaque pigment one, and I've just put...
no, sorry, the embossing powder, was it clear?
Yeah, just a clear embossing powder I've used for this.
I'm laughing so hard, picturing Joe as a pink Care Bear. There was a very serious look I had going on. There may have been a home crocheted, rather big infinity scarf as well with that. Some skinny jeans and a very bright pair of trainers. So look. If we had more time, do you know what I'd love to do? We'll have maybe do it tomorrow when I'm here with Debbie Robinson. You can send us like old photos of you dressed up. You know, like sometimes you see a photo of yourself from a few years previous and you think, oh my word, what was I thinking? I have got years and years of those to look forward to with the rubbish that I wear currently. So, but yeah, we could do that tomorrow actually. We could get some pictures sent in. We'll have a little think about that. I am back all day with, I believe I'm all day with Debbie tomorrow. Play your crafts right. Craft along. And then a craft house in the evening. Brand new launch. Oh my God, not just the launch of a brand new product, but a brand new brand for you. Oh yeah, Violet Studios is launching in Craft House tomorrow evening. 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast time. I can't tell you that the deals are live right now over on the website, so don't go over there and have a look at those after the show. But yes, myself and Debbie will be here for that. Yeah, we'll be here for that tomorrow evening. That's going to be really exciting. Can't wait to see what Debbie does with that.
There we go.
That is very classy, isn't it? Just the emboss on the coloured background.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, I don't think you'd need to do anything more with that, would you, if you didn't want to? That's it.
No, definitely not, but I am going to. because I'm not a less is more type of person. So that's.
I mean, if you did want to
Yes.
make, you know, some really quick, cute little cards,
Yeah.
heat embossing over onto a colour wash background with these, done.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's beautiful just as it is, but I am going to pick up a little bit of colour on her, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a bit of colour in the middle, and then I'm going to pull it out with a wet paintbrush, because I don't want to take too much away from the background. I just want to give it a little wash of colour.
Beautiful. Eileen Pearson's asking, what are trainers? You guys call them sneakers, I believe, in the States.
It's so funny, you say so many things and then you realise that they call different things
It's
to
when
us.
we say things that we say them with the purest of intention, Michelle, and then you find out they're a little bit rude afterwards in the US.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
We need a little cheat sheet of all the things that we say on a daily basis that mean something very, very different in the US, don't we? We should work on, maybe we could get Erin, our head of production, to draw us up a list. She's from the States, so...
Of course, yeah.
That could
I know
work.
I've said a couple of things to her and she's pulled like her face as though I said, what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a little tick list of things that she can't wait for British people to say to her. And I said one in a email, I can't tell you what it was for obvious reasons, and she said, I've been waiting for an English person to write this or say this to me the whole time I've lived here. She's got like some sort of English saying bingo game going on that she's sort of trying to complete.
That's
She actually
great.
messaged me back and said, did you say that with irony? I said, no, that's what I meant. She was like, oh, bingo, that one's ticked off the list. Mandy Doodlehand says, with this technique, could you mix this a little like you do when mixing the shaving foam technique with a paintbrush when you mix up with a pokey tool? I'm not sure
I don't know.
fully
Maybe
comprehend.
that one needs to go to jam.
Yeah. With this technique, I think it was the last technique we did. The last technique which was
Oh,
the...
I know what she means maybe. When you put all the colours on the glass mat.
Yes.
Yes, you could swirl them, couldn't you?
Ah, I see.
Round on the mat when you'd spritz them, and then
Yeah.
you'd get that sort of
course,
like
yeah.
swirly. Yeah, I think that would be good.
Ooh, yeah, I think that's a good
I think
idea.
that's what we meant, yeah.
Eleanor says as well, I had to order these Sassy Stamps and colour them. I love to colour, it's fun, and they are so cute. Colouring is fun. Colouring is a real sort of switch off. I think sometimes as well, with crafting, like generally, so often we are so focused, aren't we, on doing something to get the end result. Whereas with colouring, it's definitely one of those things you can just do it for the sake of doing it.
Yes.
You know, and not have any pressure on yourself about getting a project finished, just actually taking some time and relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's one of the good things as well about trying all the different things. You're doing it just to see how things go, see if this will work, that will work, rather than, just for the final finished project. It's nice to just take the time.
Are you someone, Michelle, that can like get things done ahead of time, or you are like an 11th hour crafter, like I know a lot of people are?
I try to not be an 11th hour crafter.
Right.
But sometimes it just happens. So I'm going to leave her like that. I don't want to do too much with her. And then what else I did was I took another bigger piece and I did the same wash. Obviously she's going to go in there, so I didn't do the middle bit. And with the stamp set, you've got some lovely scissors and her hair bow, and then I've used the World Is Your Catwalk. I've stamped those round, and then what I'm going to do is, so I've made a card blanket 6 by 8. So I'll just...
Patricia Watling says, I grew up in Hong Kong speaking both American and British English, and sometimes I don't now know which is which. Nowadays when I speak and I get a blank look, I realise I must have said a British word. Do you know one of the funniest languages I've ever... Well, it's not. It's part of the English language. In Singapore, they speak a kind of dialect of English called Singlish. And it is like, it has some truly odd words in it. You kind of know what they mean, but you know, it's like they sound really, really strange. Yeah, Singlish, if anyone is familiar with it, it's very, very strange.
That sounds very, very
It's a bit like sort of a really strong, it's a bit like yeah, it does exist as a recognised language, but it's almost a bit like, you know, in certain parts of the UK, like the Geordie accent, for instance, is like the dialect or the colloquialisms are so strong, you almost would think to yourself, oh, I'm not really sure if I know what that means. Kind of like that, but the next level. It's very, very interesting.
And it does exist.
Yeah, it exists, yeah.
It's a real thing.
Singlish.
Right, so...
I mean, I can barely speak English, let alone, you know, Singaporean English.
Yeah, my middle son, Oliver, he likes to learn a bit of Chinese, a bit of German. He'll come down and he'll say, I think I'm going to learn Italian. And he learns like a little bit of all sorts, and I can barely speak English.
Oh, yeah.
He comes down and
does he
questions me.
remember them, or does he learn them and then they sort of go and then he has to refresh?
No, he's got an amazing memory.
Right.
So he tends to retain everything.
It's in.
Once it's in for him, yeah. And once it's in, it's back out for me, so...
Right.
So I'm just going to edge this.
My problem is if I meet someone like in a social circumstance, I can remember, even if it was like 6 years ago, I might see them in the street and be like, oh, you're Trevor, you're an ironmonger from South Tyneside. I can remember in detail. Ask me to get a pint of milk on the way home or retain any kind of language. Can't do it, Michelle.
My husband's like that. He never forgets a face. We can be in the supermarket and he's like, oh, that's so-and-so. And I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, yeah, he was in town 3 weeks and 2 days ago and he was buying
I could even like, when I've been to music festivals and stuff, I can remember someone from a different music festival that we didn't speak to. We just stood behind them watching a band 3 years ago or something like that. That's the level. And people get really weirded out by it. I mean, I've stopped telling people I recognise them when I didn't speak to them 3 years ago now, because I think people think it's a bit strange.
But my husband does it. He'll say they're so rude. They didn't smile or anything.
The thing is about it, and I bet your husband says this as well, when you have such a memory for faces like that and you say hi to people, other people don't remember you in the same way you remember them, so therefore you think everyone is rude.
I say that. I'm like, they don't remember you.
There you go.
And he's like, well, I don't know why. And I'm like, because, you know, normal people don't have that kind of a memory. So what I would have normally done is I would have backed that with the same blue, but I've lost my little piece of blue card. So I inked the edges instead.
Another beautiful, beautiful project. How gorgeous is that? 10, Jan?
Oh, definitely. Do you want me to give me my score again?
Yes, please.
Hang on a minute.
Let's cross live to our judge, Jan.
We're ready? Ready?
Judge Jan. Oh yeah, move over, Judge Judy. Judge Jan's in the building.
Definitely.
Another 10 from Judge Jan.
I'm loving all the different techniques.
Straight 10s. I think that is beautiful. And again, really awesome. I love the way you've used the embellishing stamps as the background. I think that's really clever.
Yeah. So that's this one. This is the one I originally did. I just put it on some foam pads. I used one of the little sentiments down the side.
Beautiful.
Coloured her a little bit differently as well.
Absolutely gorgeous. Let me recap them for you exactly what you're getting in there in the Sassy and Classy collection. You've got Dress to Impress, which is this one just here. Absolutely love that. Then you also have Hello Gorgeous. You've got your True Friends and also Partners in Crime. They are the 4 collections you are getting. They've been so busy since we launched them on Tuesday evening. Beth for Alex is singing me happy birthday in the comments. Oh, Beth, I really appreciate that. She says, Handsome Joe, wishing you the most blessed, joyous and happiest year yet. Big hugs. God bless and the love of Christ to you. Thank you very much, Beth. Terry says, love the small stamps as a border. That's great. Kathy's come back to me with pronunciation tips. She says, hey Joe, my name is pronounced la, as in fa la 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 la. then savage, like you're a savage beast. When do the countdown deals go live? I don't know when the next one's going to happen. Kathy LaSavage, there you are. Janine loving that last card. Gilmore loving it as well. Mary Pat says that's a darling card. And Mandy Doodlehand says, I'm loving what Michelle is bringing to the table. All awesome ideas. There has been some incredible ideas. You are absolutely correct, Mandy. Right, tricolour markers. These are the ones that Michelle has been using all the way through this show, and they are fantastic as well. The other thing I love about them is that price on your screen there gets you the watercolour card that you need to use these, but also the whole collection. I know, for $25.60 or $39.20 as a Platinum member. Remember, each pen has the 3 different colours in there that blend together. And then what you've also got are complementary colours in the other 2 pens. So you've got Great Outdoors, Colour Basics, Essentials and Neutrals, and also Floral Meadow in there for you as well, which is awesome. Don't forget about the watercolour card stock. That's coming in there for you too. Oh, Michelle, do you fancy having a look at some people at home's colouring?
Yes, definitely.
Let's have a little look-see then. Wow, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful, isn't it? Very, very bold. Love that, Patricia. Marsha sent this one in for us as well. Very abstract, this one.
Oh, I like that.
Really cool. Lena's been getting festive with the snowmen.
Oh, I love the snowmen.
Patty Baumgardner has sent these ones in to us as well. You can see here. Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is really gorgeous.
That's one of those Sharon Callis frames that I couldn't remember from earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, really lovely. Oh yeah, the same frame.
Yeah.
I think that was a Venetian one. Sue sent this one in to us. Love this stamp. Really cool. And she's done it in a couple of different ways here as well. Beautiful. Heidi's been working with the Woodland Friends. That's sassy little. He's a sassy little fox.
Yeah, he is.
Very sassy little fox.
I love that little fox.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
Very.
I always wonder. I'm just worried he might topple over though. He's very round of bottom, isn't he? I mean, what was the matter? Can we just go back? Do you remember like the old version of Thomas the Tank Engine and the Fat Controller didn't have any legs? He was sort of a. Am I making it up, or was that right? Did he have legs, the Fat Controller? In my head, he was just like a round-bottomed object. No, apparently not. Anyway, let's move on. Next slide, please. Lou White sent these in for us. Very, very cute images there. Lots of beautiful Christmas things. And also, she sent this one of the Shantae You Slay and Santa Claus there. Lou White sending those ones in to us. Right, let's give you an opportunity to check out. Let's give you an opportunity as well. Give us an opportunity to get ourselves ready for card of the show. Let's show you some of the awesome fun things we're up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet.
The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire.
the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Just for clarity, everyone thought I was losing my mind when I talked about a man that was round in the bottom half like a ball, but of man-like proportions in the top half. It's from Noddy, Mr. Wobbly Man. That's who it was. Because I know what will happen. I'll have been in bed, I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and gone, oh, Mr. Wobbly Man. Right, demo of the show, Michelle. What's our choices?
So this is the first one I did, with the Sassy but Classy, or Sassy and Classy. Then this is the second one.
Oh, that's nice.
Not a full card, but the water resist.
Really
and this is
lovely.
number 3. And then number 4 with the Sassy and Classy again.
I tell you what, that is not an easy choice. Which one would you be voting for, Jan? I think for me it'd be 3. Georgina's going 3. George? 3 as well?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go out of the box. I like the first one.
Number 1, which one would you be voting for, Michelle?
All of them.
All of them? Well, it's a good job you're not voting. Get your vote in. So get your votes in Crafters TV if you're across on Facebook, Crafters Companion. If you are over on YouTube, you've got a few minutes because then, of course, we've got to do card of the day as well. So let's go back to the floral words. You guys are absolutely loving these. Easy to see why. They should be $4.99 each. These you're getting 8 of them for £11. A brilliant, brilliant deal. The star buy of the show, as far as I'm concerned. Let me take you through what it is that you'll get included in here. So you've got friend. Thanks. You've got a different floral element within each of these as well. Really nice big size. I've seen these heat emboss as well, and they look incredible with like a heat emboss and a resist technique. So definitely another way you can use that. And you've got mum in there as well. All 8 of those. I have some samples of Sassy and Classy if you'd like to see those. We're going to have a look at those a little later. Do you think we've got time to squeeze another demo in, Michelle?
I think we can squeeze something in, definitely.
Fabulous.
So we'll use the floral words dies again. So I'm going to use Enjoy this one this time. I think. Maybe not, because I think it's stuck to the...
Oh, who are we blaming for this, Michelle?
Let's just peel it off.
Craig again. He can take it.
Oh, there we go.
Jan's had very selective hearing tonight. We've talked to her on several occasions. She's not heard us. So he's like, who are we going to blame? She's like, I think we should blame Craig. Did they call it, when kids have got that, is it glue ear it's called? Is that what you've got, Jan?
Yeah. No, I'm just absorbed in my colouring, honestly.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. She hasn't looked up from that rotating design board all night, has she, Michelle?
I very rarely get a chance to sit and spend this much time colouring. When I'm prepping at home, it tends to be one and then move on to something else. I've loved it. Just sat here colouring away.
Living your best life is what you're doing.
Absolutely. So again, waterproof, the water colour card, and then the waterproof die. I'm going to ink this up.
Number 3 by a landslide, apparently.
Oh, really?
I'm going to come and grab it off of you.
So give it a good press down. And again, because it's the water colour card, I need a couple of stamps. Or, I mean, you could always leave it like that if you know you like that effect. Doing it with the tri-aqua colour pens, I will get that right one day.
Tricolour, you got it right all evening.
Aqua. Yeah, and with the paper, I think it just adds to the effect, really.
Oh.
One more stamp, see how this one goes. I could do with some ballerina shoes so I can just stay stood on my tiptoes.
We need to get you. You couldn't. Have you tried the box yet?
No, it's too high. Everything else is fine. I think if I stood on that, I'd be too high for everything else.
Right. Okay.
So
maybe you need like kids have those Heelys where they like pop a wheel out the back. Maybe we could get you like. Maybe we could get you those where it's just like a little half an inch or two on the back. You know, you just pop something, you know, you just click something and go boop, and then you pop up a couple of inches. We need to get Leanne to design some of those. We could call them stamping shoes.
yeah, do you know what? That's a great idea.
Done. Imagine. Boop, boop, down again. Perfect.
Right, so I'm going to leave it like that because I do actually really like that effect. Obviously, you can go back in because with the stamping platform, it makes it easy to just stamp on it as many times as you need. So I'm going to, not use that colour.
Can I just pause you there for 1 second,
can.
Michelle? Would you mind?
No,
and we'll get the card of the day done. Now, I do not envy you today. It is a tough choice for you. So, card number 1, Pam Craven from Berkshire, but from Wake Up Call, obviously. Then number 2 was Jan's from Launch Day. I can't think what those pumpkins remind me of, Jan. Can you? I'm not sure. Yeah, they remind me of something. I can't think what. And then also, you've then got Michelle's amazing Colour Me Happy. I want more glittery pumpkins in my life, please. 1, 2 or 3, get your votes in. You've got about 5 minutes to get going.
Right, so I've picked up the warm, fiery colour. I don't know what this one's called. Bright floral, and it says warm, fiery on that side. So it could be any of them, but at this time of night.
You got the giggles, Michelle. Oh, you're not going to have your first ever Crafters TV giggle meltdown, are you? Oh, I think it might be happening.
Oh, dear me. So I'm going to use.
Oh, you got so far into the week as well.
I've done so well.
You have. You're not really a member of the team, are you, until you have a giggle meltdown?
So I'm going to go in the middle with the gold, and then I'm on the outside with the jasmine.
Well brought back there, Jan. Sign of a true. Michelle, sign of a true pro. I'm discombobulated now. I'm just trying to not break us out laughing myself. I don't know what's happened to us all of a sudden. Good job, there's only 8 minutes left.
It was that pumpkin that did it, Joe.
It was. Did funny things. It did funny things to me, that pumpkin.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing now.
Welcome to my world, Michelle.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a bit warm, isn't it?
Oh, sounded like a piggy there, didn't I? Oh gosh! All 3 of us have gone. That has been building for the last hour and 53 minutes. That's been coming.
Yeah, it has.
Right, are you all right? Are we back? Are we back in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, back in the room.
For now. Oh. Right, so I'm going to blend the gold out and the yellow in.
What was that? Oh, I need to back my tea out. Susie, our social media team says, stop, I'm going to pee my pants and I can't count.
Oh, my days.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
This doesn't happen when Ben's here, I bet, or George, or, Rebecca. I bet they're consummate professionals by comparison.
Oh, dear.
I love that Michelle now has adopted the tactic of just not saying anything, because then you can't make yourself laugh. That's it. Michelle's not going to say anything till the end of the show now. She's trying her best to hold it together.
Because I can't see it anymore.
I'm trying to colour, I don't know what I'm doing.
Jan's not in it.
Starting.
Oh, it's been a long
I can't
week.
see, honestly.
Oh, it's good to be back. Number 2 is the demo of the day. Congratulations, Jan. Jan and her beautiful shiny pumpkins. There we go. That is the winner.
thank you,
I'll put
guys.
your name on the back of it.
Oh, dearie me.
Not that Jan can see.
No.
I dread to think what he's going to write.
Oh.
Oh.
How are you doing over there, Michelle? You all right?
I'm trying.
She's flying the flag.
I can't see what I'm doing. I've got tears in my eyes. So I am trying to blend the one out and one in.
I don't know what happened there.
No.
Don't really know what happened. There was a
I know exactly what happened.
momentary. Oh no, John's gone now.
I really
Jan's pumpkins have set everyone off. That's what's happened. John's had to leave the studio. John's left the building. He can't contain himself.
Oh, gosh.
He's here in the library. Tracy's lost it now as well.
Behave.
Oh, they look. This is beautiful blending and colouring, considering you can't see, Michelle.
I can't see a thing. I'm just guessing.
Remember as well, there's an action-packed day here for you on Crafters TV tomorrow. Play your crafts right. I mean, it's a triple Debbie day tomorrow, so who knows what's going to happen. But play your crafts right, midday in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast time. Jan's still not pulling herself together. 7 a.m. East Coast time. And then, of course, a craft along. Amazing. That's going to be coming your way at 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time. And a brand new launch of a new brand, which is very exciting as well. Something you've not seen before. Violet Studios will be here on Crafters TV as well for our Craft House show. At least we've gone out with a bang for your first week,
Definitely.
Michelle.
So, so what I did with the green is I just edged it and then went up the middle, and then I'm just blending it out. Just with the one green, the Alpine green. Such a lovely colour. It blends out into such a lovely soft minty colour. And then I don't have a finished one. I was planning on finishing this one for you. And then I would have just backed it with a bit of black, and then just
Beautiful.
a really quick, that's watercolour card. I would have blended some of the similar colours in.
Love that.
And then bob that on there and ignore that smudge under my finger.
Et voila. Et voila indeed. Michelle, can I say, from all of us here at Crafters TV, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us all week this week. I have loved it. I do worry, though, you are going to be slightly leading me up the garden path. I mean, if this is where we're at after week 1, Where we're going to be at after month one, can you imagine? Be fun finding out, won't it?
It's Jan's fault.
It's Jan's fault, yeah, it's not our fault. It's not. It's Jan and her sparkly pumpkin that's done it to everyone. Big thanks to Michelle. Massive thanks to Jan and her sparkly pumpkin. It's going to be another whole day of shows coming up tomorrow here on Crafters TV. Don't forget to check out your baskets. Don't miss out, especially on those floral word stamps. And those amazing sassy and classy stamps that we've got there as well. If you are across the pond, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're here in Michelle's still, we've broke Michelle. If you're here in the UK, then enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you back here for another full day of crafting tomorrow at midday/7 a.m. with the lovely Debbie Robinson. See you then. Take care.